You take a week off from work, you sleep in, you disconnect from everything, and yet when Monday comes, you still feel empty. Like no amount of rest is enough anymore. If you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. And here's the thing, what you're experiencing isn't laziness, it's burnout. And the reason rest doesn't fix it, that's where things get really interesting. Welcome back. Today, we're talking about something millions of people are silently struggling with: burnout. But burnout isn't just being tired. It's not something a vacation can cure. Burnout is a psychological condition. And understanding times why, times rest alone, doesn't fix it, can completely change the way you approach your mental health. So let's dive in. Let me tell you about Priya. She's 28, good job, stable life. But she wakes up every day feeling drained even after 8 hours of sleep. Nothing feels meaningful anymore. She's just going through the motions. She recently took a 10-day vacation, and for the first few days, she felt lighter. But by day 4, the emptiness crept back in. Rest didn't help. Here's why. Burnout is not the same as exhaustion. When you're physically tired, rest works. You sleep, you recover. But burnout is times emotional and mental exhaustion. It happens when you feel powerless, unappreciated, disconnected from purpose. And these feelings don't disappear just because you rest your body. The World Health Organization recognizes burnout as an occupational phenomenon defined by 3 things. 1, energy depletion. 2, mental distance or cynicism toward your work. 3, feeling like nothing you do matters. And that last one, that's the dangerous part. So why doesn't a weekend getaway solve this? Because burnout isn't caused by times too much work. It's caused by times the wrong kind of work environment. Psychologist Christina Masloch found that burnout happens when there's a mismatch in key areas like control. You have no say in how you work. Reward, you're not recognized or appreciated. Values, what you're doing conflicts with what you believe in. Here's the important part. Even if you rest, these mismatches are still there when you come back. Priya's burned out because her ideas are ignored, her work isn't appreciated, and she doesn't believe in what she's doing. So when she takes time off and returns, same boss, same lack of recognition, same meaninglessness, that's times why rest doesn't work. You're treating the symptom tiredness, but not the cause. Burnout is worse today than ever before. In the past, when you left the office, you times left, work stayed at work. Now, work follows you home, messages at 10 p.m., emails on weekends. Add to that, social media comparison. Everyone else looks like they're thriving. Hustle culture, rise and grind. Sleep is for the weak. No boundaries, you feel guilty for saying no. Your brain stays in constant low-level stress. And over time, that becomes burnout. Here's the scary part. Your brain can't tell the difference between physical danger and emotional stress. So, when you're overwhelmed or stuck in a toxic environment, your brain responds like you're being chased by a tiger. After months of this, you don't just feel tired, you feel times numb. So if rest doesn't fix burnout, what does? Addressing the root cause. Here are some strategies that actually work. 1, regain control. Set boundaries. Decide when you'll check emails. Control what you can, even if it's small. 2, reconnect with purpose. If your work feels meaningless, find meaning outside it. Volunteer, create, help someone. 3, build real community. Talk to people who get it. Real, honest connection. Loneliness makes burnout worse. 4, check your values. If what you're doing goes against what you believe in, that's a red flag. Sometimes the answer isn't rest, it's times change. Because you can't heal in the same place that made you sick. If you're burned out, it is times not your fault. You're not weak, you're not broken, but you do times have agency. You can't always change everything overnight, but you can start small. 1 boundary, 1 conversation, 1 choice. Healing from burnout isn't about a grand gesture. It's about tiny, consistent changes. So here's the bottom line. Burnout isn't just tiredness, it's a signal that something is deeply wrong. And rest won't fix it if the environment or the mismatches are still there. Real recovery means reclaiming control, reconnecting with meaning, and sometimes walking away from what's harming you. Because here's the truth, you are not a machine. You're not meant to run on empty. You're a human being, and you deserve to feel alive, not just functional. So if you're burned out right now, rest if you need to, but don't stop there. Ask the deeper questions. What needs to change? What do I need to let go of? Your burnout is trying to tell you something. It's time to listen. If this resonated with you, hit like and share it with someone who needs to hear this. Let me know in the comments. Have you experienced burnout? What helped you? Take care of yourself. See you in the next one.